Welcome everybody here to the ESWC, the grand final, a best of three. It is a matchup that we have seen once before, in fact. It was at the International where they all played out for $1 million. Navi with a victor to that one. Ehome went back with second place. Will that be the case here for ESWC? Who actually knows? That is the awesome thing about this type of game style. So it's myself, Toby One. We have been here for 3 days. 3 days.
Not the same line where they've been playing. I'm gonna do it is Crystals back on Doombringer. Yeah. It is not Dandy on. Dogs are awesome, man. They can always really rip through this. Navi haven't lost a single game in this entire competition. Ehome go with their standard first ban. Nice Dog taken out. Navi take out Anti-Mage. Ehome take out AA. Spectre removed by Navi. Navi know exactly what they want to do, and Profit is a first pick. Ehome. Chen. Not even thinking about it. Navi go with Chen. Navi know exactly what they want to do. The way Mirana next one? Yeah, either Mirana. I think they might even leave Mirana around for the moment. I don't think they think Ehome is actually going to take up. Ehome had never really played Mirana before. So if they want to let it go, they can. I am proved wrong. Mirana is picked up by Navi, so Xbox. Wow, Ehome are not mucking around. Not even thinking. They already knew it. They were prepared for this. Well, Navi have actually been playing almost exactly the same lineup. There's two different variations of their lineup they're playing. So Ehome basically go, if they go this, we know what to go. We're going to work out our counter, and they would have done this last night before they even started. They would say, okay, we're going to beat side, so we're going to be prepared for this matchup against Navi, so we can really stick it to them. Interesting actually to see. We'll have a look around how both the teams are doing for the drafting stage. It's actually amazing that both these teams have actually never met each other in this competition. They avoided each other in the group stages. They got put on opposite ends of the brackets. Navi went through the winners bracket, Ehome dropped down, then went through the losers bracket. And these two teams have actually not... time they're meeting each other, that is true. I think it's ESWC was the last time these two teams actually met up. And that was the grand final of the last ESWC. And Navi are actually going to go with Viper this time. And Navi, we already know, when Nightslug is banned, they go with Viper. If both are banned, they go with Slaughter. Yeah, that they do. And now ES being banned out. Slaughter also taken away by Ehome. So currently sort of both teams not mucking around. Both teams already know what they're doing. They've done the homework. They've been playing the last 5 days. They've been living and breathing Dota 2 for the past 3-4 weeks. Navi actually made it the whole thing. When they're actually training up, they'll play one hero, 10 games, one hero, 10 games. They know every single hero. They know every single strat they could possibly come up with. So they know what Ehome's going to do, but Ehome would do the same. Ehome are one of the most experienced teams in China. Definitely they are. Obviously they have a different lineup than the Ehome 2010 was. They are banning out Lich at the moment. We're a bit surprised because normally they would pick up Lich themselves. But at this point Navi have actually not got the first pick, but they will have the last pick. They just don't want to have that lane control. Windrunner's actually still in the pool as well. Clockwork Goblin hasn't been picked up. There's a lot of stuff actually missing for as far as like side lane goes. Ehome currently what they are lacking are 2 support heroes because they already have 3 laners. Sanking being banned up by Navi. So no Sanking for 357 and no Earthshaker either. Probably gonna go with Vengeful Spirit Either they will or Navi will. VS is one of those critical support heroes. At this point, though, I don't know if Ehome will actually look towards that kind of line. They're going to look to try and support up that Doombringer in the dry lane, so they are going to need something. They are going to need harassment as well. And there's the Vengeful Spirit for Ehome.
Tidehunter.
And Tidehunter straight back by Navi.
I think this is the first time they're running the Tidehunter, though.
Yeah, Tidehunter, this is not a general Navi strat. We would expect something like this from R-Style, though. R-Style is a genius at the draft, and he'll be saving up the best for the grand final, of course. They only need to win 2 matches. Ehome now grouping up together. They always group up together before they pick the last one, and Venomancer is going to be the last one for Ehome. And Pudge! First time ever Navi pick up Pudge and Tidehunter. And let's get this game underway. The players will pick up their heroes. The $1 million at stake. Navi need to win 2. Ehome need to win 3.
And we have Navi for our Radiant side. Ehome is our Dire.
That's right, for people who have joined us for this grand final, haven't tuned in for the rest of it, the VODs are available offline and you want to check them out. We have had some amazing Dota over the last 5 days and we're in the game. So let's check out our Navi side to start with.
It is not Dandy on Pudge, but it is R-Style.
Yeah, R-Style playing Pudge, Dandy will be playing as Viper. Would you believe it? I bet you would. Xbox will be playing as Marana. Puppy is playing Chen as always, and Light of Heaven will go as support.
And we nearly always know what Ehome gonna do. It is Crystal's back on Doombringer.
Yes.
FCB's back on Doom. Axe on Storm Spirit. 357 support. The Venomancer, A2O on Vengeful Spirit, and that leaves PLT as the Nature's Prophet.
And Nature's Prophet, it actually looks like he wants to solo up the bottom lane.
Oh.
This is going to be dangerous if he does actually get caught out, but Prophet, he should be okay. He hasn't leveled up anything just yet, but he'll have to be very, very defensive on the bottom. What's really going to get a nick in the knot right now is Xbox will be on the bottom lane, and he's just going to be free farming. It's either that or Dendy. Dendy's probably going to be the more logical choice.
Yeah, Flo's going to play that Mirana solo top once again.
And he's going to go up against Doombringer. Doombringer with a VS and Veno harassment. There is nothing like a VS and Veno harassment. Great stunt, great early summon. You can already see a Venomancer. He's already got the Venomous Gale at level 1.
You will always leave it at level 1, because if you level it up, and actually
10 seconds
it's not really working for you, because it only minimum adds onto your damage at minimum level.
Yeah,
not really much to be added on that.
You get it later with the one harassment.
And
First rune, PLT will pick it up. He does a little bit of damage to Light of Heaven right now. Light of Heaven actually taking a lot of damage from that DD rune. Prophet actually has TP. I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to push on Light of Heaven here. But he will go down towards the bottom lane.
so it looks like Ehome, they want to support FCBs on Doombringer on top lane, want him to free farm once more. We've already seen yesterday what his Doombringer can do when he's farmed up.
And he's going to get the farm too. 820 and 357. They know who they're going to shut down. This man right here, Xbox Marana.
And on the other hand, Navi's Dandy is going to go very aggressive on Axe's Storm Spirit there.
Oh, Light of Heaven's going to be careful about this. CD rune is about to wear off. PLT decides not to actually hit. The gush already from Thunder. Now PLT turns around to actually hit Light of Heaven back.
There's a fair amount of damage here. Art starts farming as Pudge. So they currently have 2 very tanky heroes. Actually 3 if you count Tidehunter in as well.
Interesting to actually see Dendy going up in the middle lane up against X and actually having Pudge on the bottom lane. Generally, Pudge does like to actually go for the mid lane. That way he can pull those hooks straight across the riverbed. It takes a long, long time for the hero to get out of there. And now we see Xbox getting harassed back. Not a single point of XP has got on him yet in the first minute and 15 seconds. And that is very unusual for him, even if he is going up against a tri-lane.
That is true. Has to be not even wasting time getting this farm up. But now, he's in XP range right now. But 357 coming from behind. As a Venomancer.
He's just going to gale and harass and move Marana back, and Marana is up half a level, but 357 doing exactly the job he needs to right now. But then again, Navi, they're going aggressive on the bottom lane. They want the tier 1 tower. It's down to half HP already. And now they want to go PLT. Oh! R-Styles will just turn around and harass. The Hawk on cooldown takes a lot of mana to actually pop that. And now the Rot. They want to harass down. Light of Heaven has no mana for a gush. Puppy as well can't harass, so we actually see PLT able to harass this lane. past the tier 1 tower. Now the gush goes. There is a hook. He pulls it in. PLT's in trouble. He's next to the tower. The first blood is spilled. Light of Heaven gets it. PLT will be back in just a moment.
He was just trying to evade that hook, but Artstar and currently looking like they still want to go for that tier 1 tower, taking a lot of damage at the moment, but they're pretty tanky, so they can.
Loving Invisor on 357 in the middle lane. He kind of wants level 2 before he goes for this, but he's not going to be able to get it.
Dire's bottom tower.
Maybe just the rest, but now we're going to see Prophet TP in. They're going to go for Dandy. He's trying to retreat. The slow is on him. He gets the stun. PLT, last hit, not going to be him. It's Venom to the 357. Great aggressiveness from both teams.
One to one apiece, but Artstar already managed to get that last hit on the tier 1 tower on the bot lane. Well, on top lane, since FCB still farming, but Quo's getting his much-needed XP.
Yeah.
Just the PLT.
This is the downside when 8-2-0, the VS as well as Venno go for a bit of a roam. Makes it a lot harder, because the creep pool needs to keep happening, so FCB keeps the creep right near his tower. I think I'm actually going for top lane, that 357 running up towards the signal shop.
Then DTPing back into the mid lane to continue the harassment on Axis Storm.
That's a big kill on Tendy as well. We did see him. He basically won the last game for Navi. Went for what is a build which no one was really expecting. Going up with the heart instead of going any form of damage on Viper. But he just tanked it up and just pushed it down.
Yeah, and already Magic Stick as well as Ring of Health up on Pudge. So he is already tanky.
Wow,
this 891 HP is a lot.
It's so amazing how much farm Marana's got. I don't understand how he's got 11 for 1. Doom is 23 for 7 right now, but how is he getting in close enough to do that?
So now 8-0 controlling the rune for Axis Storm Spirit. He bottles up a haste rune. Curry just level 4 though, although Dandy died once, both the same level.
Like PLT might get in a little bit of trouble in just a moment. He's trying to harass R-Stars down, but R-Stars is going to go in. He's going to look for the hook. Close range hook. Starts to rot. Puppy's coming in. They've pulled in the Dire Creep Wave too. PLT goes in the trees, and he actually, he traps R-Stars, but he hooks him in! The Creep Wave is there. There is no support to get the extra kill. A fantastic play there by R-Stars. Kind of knew he was going to get sprouted, but managed to still pop the hook.
Yeah, there was no way for Prophet to evade it anymore. He basically trapped himself inside the trees. So another big kill there coming from Artstar's Pudge.
Artstar's Pudge though, he's the one getting the kills in the bottom lane, but Doombringer is the one who's getting bigger, almost up to fact now Pop's level 6.
And Hayes screwed up on Axis.
Tendy's in trouble! He's getting stunned, PLT, he's TP'd in, Light of Heaven's in as well, 8-2-0 gets a stun, already we lose the Viper, Light of Heaven goes back, Puppy comes in, missing the sprout by PLT, but Puppy's in over his head, he's trying to retreat back to the tower, he does get brought down by Prophet, Ehome claim a 2-0.
Phobos coming for support as well, maybe we'll...
Arrow! 357, able to actually retreat out.
Vanguard up on Doombringer once again.
Holy hammer.
FCB, you boss.
32 for 9, not a single kill. He's doing that just by last hitting. Arstar on the other hand, he's got a ring of health at 900.
Go on X on mid.
They won't be able to get him. PLT's here, he'll just sprout. And X even then, he's up to level 6, so where's his ultimate? So he'll manage to escape out.
Meanwhile, on bot lane, Arthur is still farming. He's not hit 6 yet, although he's already gotten 2 kills.
Regeneration.
I'm so happy we actually got an aggressive match. 8-2-0, actually, Xbox wants this. Arrow is off cooldown. If he hits this, he's not gonna jump up there.
So they probably know that somebody is in support because this is Ehome.
Is under attack.
Ehome always doesn't blink away. Doombringer up to level 7 already. Leveling up that Devour again. He's actually got Devoured level 4 straight off the cuff. No level death.
Doombringer. This is carry Doombringer. We see when Crystal plays Doombringer, it's different than when PLT does it. And they're probably going to try to go on Axe there. Artstar is still not 6 yet, so they probably can't. Except if they're going to wait for Storm to expand all his mana, and then they might go.
One creep needs to die for R-Stars to pop 6, and then he'll have the hook ultimate. He's trying to get the position right for it. X has got to be careful.
X probably does not know that Tidehunter's in there as well.
Oh, this is a little bit too far back past the creep wave. He won't even know Pudge is actually in position. Pudge is actually hanging in the trees. Now he's going to look for the hook. He's looking for the opening, but the creep wave's in between them all.
They're probably waiting for that one creep to die. X always keeping one creep at least in between.
Big things for X right now too is he does have that ultimate, so he can actually escape from the hook.
He can, but if Arthur and manages to shift it, it's going to be a different story.
That is true. Not getting close enough. So it's just a battle. X wants to harass R-Star back.
And Arthur wants to kill.
Oh, look who's coming in. Or he's just coming in for farm.
And to Doom just pop that Scorcher to regen a little bit and still farming up on top lane.
In the meantime, Venom is actually soloing up the mid. I wonder if they're just trying to get his ward levels up. Buying him some time.
He's just probably just preventing Dandy from farming. Well, Dandy's already 6. Probably checking out Dandy's CS score there. He's got 30 for 14, so this is pretty high as well.
And he's still nowhere near the Doombringer, 50 for 11 on the Doom. However, Dandy, I do believe he actually, well, he's died once. Actually, he's died twice. Dandy's actually really been ganked down.
Yeah.
Got a single kill to his name as well.
The only downside about Ehome's currently...
Oh, A2O. Double damage rune on top. He doesn't want the Centaurs to pick it up or kill it.
Why
And
is
they
he
do.
not doing anything? No.
They killed it, and now they're just going to farm up the Ursa Warrior. Plague wards are up. Actually expending abilities to get these guys. They are worth money. And even Storm pulls him back in again.
81 gold. Fine. Actually quite a lot of money they're coming out for them.
Phase Boot's already up on Doombringer as well as the Vanguard by 8 minutes 30. And he tombs! He's going to go! Furious TPing in! And will they get it? There's this, he actually clears the way so they can see Xbox! TP comes in, Light of Heaven's here, FTB's got the kill, Light of Heaven is burning! Visual's there with a stun! It's a double kill for the Prophet! Hostile! He's caught in the Sprout! FTB can't stand here, he's taking the tower too much, they must fall back! But still 2 for a 1-off trade. Venomancer actually died in the middle lane during that.
How about them very
Tower! And he fights him down! Fear the punch!
Great play there by Artstar and FCB. Too aggressive there. Still wanting to stand in his lane, but not having Scorchers off cooldown. He goes down very easily.
Down the mid! Soul jumps! Puppy pull! PLT! TP's in! Zendai is the target though! They get him! Gush comes in from Tidehunter! Now they're in trouble! PLT! He's too close! Puppy can last hit him! Puppy does last hit him! It's going to cost him his life! Storm is the one getting the kill! It's Prophet and VS down! Chen and Viper the casualties! 2 for 2! Ehome and Navi! Aggression versus aggression!
6 for 7 at the moment. Really close call there. But Pudge is not died yet.
Not a single thing in the difference in gold. It's about 20, maybe 100 gold in favor of the Radiant, which is not really
Dire's bottom
on
tower
the game
is
like
under
this.
attack.
Of course, one big thing, and this is really going to test Ehome right now, it's this man Xbox. He always disappears. He always finds a place to farm. And really, PLT's got to stay on top of that. It is his job to control that lane.
On the other hand, though, PLT's already died 3 times. And he's not having the farm at all.
Hawk! And grabs him! 3 by 7 pops the Ollie. X wants to get the kill, but he's not going to be able to. There's no support for him. Such a great initiation tool, that hook.
Yeah, and Ehome, they were not prepared for that Pudge pick. If you know you're going up against a Pudge, you should be worrying about it all the time.
What I love the most about Navi's lineup right now, they run the Pudge on the bottom lane until he gets up to a level 3 hook as well as ultimate. From then, he can gank anywhere, but we should not forget the Doombringer on top. The Doombringer on top has 1 death, but 70 for 12 is his CS.
That's insane for minute 11 there.
Doombringer is the biggest hope for Ehome. They want him to be the biggest hope. They want him to be the biggest tank of the world.
Currently, Doombringer is going to be really difficult to bring down for all of Navi. What they need to do is with physical hits, so Dandy's Viper is going to do the job together with Hvost and Mirana.
Such an intense game, and the pressure on these players as well must be going through the roof. Playing Dota is one thing, but playing Dota to win $1 million, that is one hell of another thing.
Says he's already in mid lane, already getting into position once again.
Look at this, I love the defensive wars. You need to put the sentry ward up. The vision on the high ground on the mid, that's what gets the hook on 357. That's what Artstyle needs to get that hook. But while that sentry ward is up, you have no vision on the mid. You can't get that hook. X now going to pick up a regen rune. Bottles it up.
Using it to farm once again.
And oh! Oh! I don't know about you, Flash, but
Under attack.
I think I won't live through this.
Oh, well, that's not very good then, because I gotta be solo casting, and obviously you're doing the play-by-play.
Oh man, I'm already starting to twitch. 7-7. We couldn't ask for a better game right now. And even look at that, nothing in it. 0 on the difference in the gold earned. There is nothing in between these teams.
Navi
the hope
really-
for China, Ehome versus Navi. The remaining hope for Europe. We couldn't have asked for a better grand final.
Currently it really looks like it. Both teams really going aggressive there. More than a kill per minute. Great movement around the map. Great skill display by both teams. 357 should be careful. Arthur still hanging in there. He's already level 9. So also having max level on Rot.
Look at the urn charge as well. If you can't kill him, throw an urn on him. That'll do the job. Either that or just heal yourself up. He will need that too. Get the kills during the rot. You lose your life as you're rotting the area around you. Look at Puppy now, so aggressive with the Centaurs as well as one Ursa for a stun. 357 really hanging around this mid lane as well.
He's just keeping his lane basically, not wanting Navi to push in.
The best thing he can do too, Navi, at this point in the game, they want to take out the tier 1 towers. They want to actually gain the map control. And they don't, and Ehome don't want that to happen. If that starts to happen, then Doombringer gets in trouble. Doombringer, he's already got Vanguard in face. He's also got $2 grand in his bank account. He's about to pop 100 CS in 14 minutes.
This is absolutely insane there. On the other hand, Force has also been farming up all the time, but not having nearly enough as Doombringer. The highest CS score actually for Navi side is Dandy sitting on his Viper 64 for 30. 30 denied.
Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. Arstyles wants it. He's going to hug. He misses. He misses on X. And he runs back out. Haystrom will let him live. That is a big miss there by Arstyles.
But on the other hand, they're just going to push it in now. 4 people already been grouped. We've seen it happening so many times. The only one who's not there, close. And 4 people going to go on that tower because whoever tries to defend is going to get pushed in.
Yeah, look at Arstyles. He's already diving through. We see the prophet ulti damaging down the wave already. This is going to make it a lot easier if they want to engage.
Modification 357 should be
X
careful.
is waiting. TP's going to come in. The slow is there. Doom is in. The Ravage prophet off of Ever 3457. He's already going to take a forward observation clear. Prophet TP's in. Trying to hold the FCB in place. Doom is still not moving. Arstyles not in place. Storm jumps over. He hooks it. BLT the last ditch resort. Pudge is the only one dead. FCB still being harassed by Dendy in the high ground.
Getting swapped back by A2's bench for
Light of heaven, light of heaven. X has nothing to jump. Nothing to jump. He wants to kill. He's diving the tower. Dendo's going to get it. This is a massive blunder. FCB is still alive, but Dendai, they throw him a free kill, and now he wants a 2-0. Dendai never stops for any man.
No idea why Axe still wanted to get that kill there on Tidehunter.
It's the pressure, man. The pressure of $1 million makes you do silly things.
Normally, such a technical ability would never happen on Axe.
Oh.
I was just giving a free kill to Dandy and killing the Storm Spirit. Force meanwhile on top lane still farming. FCB coming, he's got something against it. Force is gonna arrow, or is he?
No, he's not. Doom is currently on cooldown, even if it isn't, he has no mana for it. Now he does. I can't believe the amount of farm that Xbox gets while the rest of the fight's happening. Navi is such a great distraction.
They are, because Doombringer TP'd in, so it was 4 and 5, and now we still came on top of it. Ehome not looking really good in this, because just Axe and Storm has died.
Oh, look at that advantage. It's still only 500. It's still nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It's still nothing, that is true. And Pudge also completing his Vanguard. So there you have your tanky initiation. This time they have 2 though. Dandy as well as Pudge.
We're still going to look towards the late game. Dandy did get that kill.
I'm not quite sure if Navi want Ehome to go into the late game though.
No, Navi definitely don't. Zoom's already got the best start he could have got.
Outside's invisible at the moment.
He's looking for an easy kill.
He's gonna get it as well.
Maybe not. He's going the wrong way. He's actually going to get in the middle of PLT as well as Venomancer. They can't see him.
Rotate around.
It's a
And
proper invis.
he's going to see FCB though.
Is he going to initiate? You better not, because 8-2-0 can easily chain this off. Unless support does come in for Navi. The invis rune's only got a couple of seconds. He is going to initiate FTB. And good swap there. Done as well. Why did he go? Why did he go? He gets routed. Arsehole throws his life away. He wanted the Doom kill. Sacrificing his life for the Doom was going to be more than worth it, but he just handed Doom a kill. Stop! Jump! On Xbox, the leap is there. The leap will come. X doesn't have enough mana to actually jump, not without another stun. The Howl of Terror. X wants to chase him. He won't go past the tower this time.
But on the other hand, Doombringer getting that last hit. Look at his gold account at the moment. 3.7k is up on Doombringer.
Radiant is going to be up by 20 at this rate. With a Vanguard, with base.
He's got 3.8k right now.
20-minute range is what we generally think if we think of Syllabear, one of the old heroes from Dota 1 with an insane ability to farm. Not a Doombringer. Not through Devour.
Apparently he should be careful though. He's the only one on top at the moment. If they want to gang him, they can do it right now. But they're using face to actually go back now. Probably going to use the chicken to spike it up.
He just spent it. This is flying out right now.
They should actually, we've always seen chickens getting killed at the same time. So
I want to watch this chicken. This chicken cannot die. In fact, is he going to go the safe route? He does go back from the river.
I hope he does, because otherwise this is going to spell really, really bad for Ehome.
The only one
on Doombringer is going to face.
The only one there is Dandy, and he can't cross the river at this point.
So really looking like the Sekiro is going to come in on Doombringer.
It's safe. Look at even now, Arstyles wanting to make a run.
And Doombringer also devouring up that alpha. We've already seen Crystal doing it. This is carry Doom with critical strike as well as the pack leader's aura from the wolf.
Arrow flying towards mid. They want to check out. Looks like it's going to be a push.
That hook just misses.
Now the defense got to come. Already Prophet's got his credits there. And they do pull back from the tier 1 tower. They realize this is not worth the fight. Let it go.
Jan getting the last hit. So two towers.
They got defense at the tier 2 though. Navi don't stop at 1. They go to 2. Or will they?
Art style, he really
Radiant's
wants the 3x7.
Doombringer has no TP. Doombringer has no TP. Even if they want to actually defend this, Doombringer can't join the fight. And Navi have got to know this. Navi will claim this tier 2 tower and make one hell of a dent. But while that, Ehome is claiming the tier 1 tower in the bot. Doom is running back to pick up a TP scroll. The tier 2 is already gone. Navi claim it. Will they TP bot?
Is under attack.
It's a tower trade.
And that's actually they're TPing to bot lane now. Navi's Danny as well as Artstyle, both of them TPing up to bot lane. And I'm not quite sure if this is a good idea, because both of them need farm. And Doombringer just staying in the woods for the last.
Look at his money. Look at his money.
I'm looking at it, and I can't believe what I'm seeing.
A 20-minute Doom Vanguard phase Radiance.
Ring of Basilius as well as magic wand actually.
It's so much. It's so much. How can you handle a Doom?
Actually devouring it up. And he should have his radiance right. And now.
Dandy,
there we go. There we go. And buying it up.
Watch the courier. There's the recipe.
Go. And it slides out to Doombringer.
We can't stop watching him right now. The Doombringer is the key for Ehome. Storm Spirit, he did die before. He was on his way to BKB. He's almost actually there again. Ogre-Axe, the Mithril Hammer will come, and then the rest of it.
So currently Ehome, they are really not looking too bad in this game.
Look, even Prophet, mechanism up for him. Earner's there. A couple of dust charges as well, just in case the Marun oldie
like
pops.
Artstyle and as a leading the charge there in mid lane, they're probably going to go for a tier 3 even. Just pushing the lane up.
They won't. They can't, they won't. FCB with the Radiance push, he has a TP scroll as well. They know he'll come back and they know he'll take the tier 2 tower. It's too far for Navi to push, or is it?
They're gonna go into the woods instead. Puppy actually going for a little bit of a scout there.
Tower is under attack.
DS and 357 need to get back. The 357 needs that ward wall up. The bottom lane TP is coming. X, they want to get this tier 2. If they get the tier 2, fortifications on here. Navi wants to go in. This is a lot riskier for Ehome. If Navi get wrecked, the Howl of Terror goes. They're being stalled up. The bottom lane tower is going to go down. Doom is brought in. The tier 2 tower won't go down on the top, but it will go down on the bottom lane. There goes the tower killed by the Dire. Ehome defense. The Doom is currently on Artstyle. Try and retreat back. Doom just runs straight in the middle. Ravage pop. Doom is dead. X jumps in. He wants to kill Xbox. Light of heaven. Holding a lot of damage. Marana's got one. Doom's got another. another. X wants him. X gets him. Viper actually fired. Now Prophet fights back in the game. 357's called out. Arsal's got the kill. Doom is back. 8-2-0. Hook missing. Arsal wanted him. Genji's almost dead. He is. Arsal will follow. The Sprout makes him look the wrong way round. Level death. Pops the Arsal's head. Puppy picks up an Ursa Warrior. He just wants to get the stun. The Sprout is almost back. Puppy has no mana. The Sprout will hold him. The Sprout needs to hold him. It's blocked by the Ursa Warrior. What micro coming out from Puppy. The man is a genius. 13-12. How are the kills so close? But during that, no racks went down, no tower, and the tier 2 tower was claimed by Ehome on the bottom.
So Curry really close.
Oh my lord, look at that. Look at the goal difference that Ehome managed to get in the last couple of minutes. 3k advantage they've achieved.
This is then currently still not much, and they forced the buybacks from Ehome to defend the tier 3 tower, which is already on low HP itself. And Strongberg having the Delusion Rune at the moment, tank it up. Currently, Light of Heaven is, as well as Force now, actually Force comes in for his much needed farm.
This is a massively testing time for Navi.
Close.
A huge testing time.
16.
And
he's still having the highest farm there, but Doom 160 for 17.
Roshan, he's dead.
Has fallen to the
And
down.
Doombringer picks it up this time. They focus fired him in the last fight. This time they probably do not want to do it anymore.
This is one massive play here by Ehome. They've just had their racks assaulted. They have just hit back. It was an even battle. They pushed down the tower. And also Doombringer, Aegis the Immortal, 200 gold for everybody.
And look at this farm. Doombringer got 2k once again.
What would he go next? Would he just go BKB? Storm Spirit completes his BKB. That's going to be massive during the team fights.
Not quite sure what FCB is thinking there. He always has his own way of thinking what he wants to purchase.
Even Prophet's got 2k gold on top of his mech and boots. He's probably even just going to get BTs. Actually, not even that. Why would he? Why would he?
Prophet actually the hero that died the most.
Navi.
Before Death to his name.
And Navi lining up again. All 5 heroes. They are assembling. The ultimates are up for everybody bar Mirana.
Navi already realizing that...
Tommy Doom has a TP. Yes, he does. He's got 2 of them. Ehome must defend. Wards must go up. There's 3 of them to slow them down, but they're actually on the lower ground. Dandy will easily be able to pick these up, and the Hawk
just misses on 357.
Oh, had a look. The TP
and
now comes back. Doombringer, look at him, glowing red. He wants to stop and the radiance burn. Doom is on our styles. The VS man, what a ravage. He's got 357 for Light of Heaven. The mech pops up. It's buying them time. Mirana's got 1 kill. Attacking from the back. Light of Heaven goes down. Dandy on very Pudge on very low HP. FCB wants to rest. Hook goes in. Pulls FCB in. The Aegis has already popped. Arsal goes down. Doombringer about to take a fall. Dandy is killing him from the back end. 8-2-0. Dandy is still alive. They're going to get the kill. PLT is arresting. Dandy. Jumps in. Pulls in Xbox. He wants the kill. It's not enough. Or is it? He jumps again. He can't find a hit. Puppy's on the retreat. Kills the Ursa. 2 back up for Ehome. Venomenter respawns. Chen and Mirana both fall back.
Navi getting the much needed kills. Doombringer died again despite having that Aegis.
But need to breathe. Players need to breathe. Spectators need to breathe.
And Shotgutters as well.
Oh.
Close though, he did not die. Leaping back in, getting his farm up. Navi, they know that if they want to win this, they got to finish it fast before the Dooms becomes even more fat.
Oh. Almost Manta up on Mirana. Almost
Dire's bottom
Manta.
tower is under attack.
And 357 also farming up. When the carries can't farm, the support players do it. Manta side now completed on Mirana. PLT farming as well. That's currently just all about the farm.
Doombringer's going PKP. He's really sick of dying during those fights. He's got the Ogre Club. He can buy the Mithril.
Currently saving his money for buyback, I believe.
Prophet ulti really helping the farm for both Doom and X where they were. Able to just pop the creep waves the next 2.
And BKB up on Storm Spirit is very, very much going to help them. At least he's going to find a region as well.
Arrow, it wants to hit. It doesn't have range. Dendy, if that arrow hit, they would have just popped that Doombringer down. The LTP him out, and now trouble in the mid. Now Stars is caught. X jumps in. The pull is going. PLT, there's enough damage. It's to the runner, Aussie, but there's down. Prophet gets the hit. Stars go down.
Four-man gank there on Art Style.
Now Ehome want to make a dent.
They are 4 in the mid without Art Style.
They want the tier 1, they want the tier 2. That's all Ehome want right now. That's all the time they've got. The last shot is dead.
Coming out. Doombringer just tanking it up at the moment.
Has fallen.
Ehome, they're looking strong in this game. They're 1 kill behind, but in terms of farming, they have the advantage.
Ehome pushing massively fast right now. Doombringer's actually got enough for his BKB, but he's not spending his money. He wants to hold on to it. They're getting at the tier 2 tower. Doom with the last hit. 3.2k. Ehome will fall back. They've got the advantage. They don't need to pressure anymore. That's the last tower outside for Navi.
And Doombringer TPing back to base. He's going to finish up his BKB right now.
This is huge.
Hammer as well as blacking by Roos Recipe. 2 TP scrolled, spending all his money, so Doom cannot buy back if he dies right now.
There's still 28 minutes in with a Radiance Phase Vanguard BKB on Doombringer.
It's all about the early game, so Ehome have realized that Navi want to pressure them. Because Navi, they fear the late game of Ehome. And they do it.
Yeah, they're reassembling again. Navi, it seems almost suicidal at the moment, but they've been winning the battles as well. Doombringer has had like an Aegis to bring him back at one point. There was a buyback as well. And Navi
coming once again. Navi, they really want this Rax.
Prophet's got to get back. Prophet's also completed up at 4 staff during this fight. He TP channels back to the main base. The Venomancer is planting the wards. He needs them maxed. A couple boxes there in 5. The game is back on. This is Navi's time. Watch Art Styles. Watch Art Styles. He needs a hook. He wants it. He has to get pulled in. Art Styles has been over his head. Minimus Fox the ultimate BKB for Doombringer. Art Styles is already dead. Navi needs to fall back. Doom is running in. X is on the chase. BKB's already popped for him. He jumps up. But Marana Xbox. Too fast. He's going to try TB out. There needs to be a pull. Needs to be a stun. There isn't. Navi retreat with only 1 casualty.
BKB popping up for the Storm as well as Doombringer. On the other hand, Titan, the ulti popped as well.
Pudge. So many deaths for him.
Radiance
He can't let this keep happening. Radiance Courier.
Whoa,
Where the
what
hell
I miss?
was that?
Not quite sure where, but I hope
Regeneration.
for. And regeneration there for X. And we're currently looking at X's gold account. He's got 3.7k in the bank.
Oh my lord. Oh.
Enough for buyback, enough for Mystic Staff. He's jumping in. He's going on horse. He really wants to go it.
He's going to get him, but he's actually got the wrong one. Now he finds the right one. Marana pops the ulti, but where is the dust? The roar goes. BS, they don't know where he's gone. He's inside the tree, but Doom's in trouble. BS swap, A2O, saving the carry. Arrow pops out. A2O, the sacrificial lamb. FCB will TP. X is on the run. X is on the run. He has a BKB if he wants to pop and TP. Xbox wants to harass, but X making the most of the high ground.
Great counter gank there by Navi. 18-17 once again, having a 1-kill lead. In the meantime, PLT on his Prophet, still farming up the woods.
A2O probably did the best thing he could have just did then. Navi have been losing our styles in the last 2 battles. But VS, it is his job. It is his role of this match from now on. Keep him alive.
Navi are doing it once again.
No, they can't. Prophet's going to push bottom if they do. That wave is going to push through to the tier 3 tower and make an opening. They can't push this. VS is back up.
They're still doing it. They're still going for it. They really want this.
They have no Tide ulti. It's 20 seconds of cooldown. This is not the fight Navi want. Not at the timing.
ELT also TPing back towards
Sentry wards, what are these guys doing here? Smoking sentries. That's wasted money on the ground. Light of Heaven is going to take it. They're going to push. Navi want to go. The wards are up. The fortification starts. Titan is ulti. It is now off cooldown. The Ravage is ready. Doombringer.
They're going to do.
Doom has no money.
If they're going to go for that initiation.
Doom has no money to buy back at this point. Prophet ulti, trying to slow down and damage him up. Puppy has a mech. He's popped it already though. Now we go. Hook goes from ourselves. A2O to the wrong spot, but he initiated on Dandy. Dandy's almost dead. Light of Heaven FCB. The Doom is BKB. A2O is the only casualty right now. Still, Light of Heaven trying to escape. VS and actually better going down. Storm jumps. They want the support. They want to get one kill here. He's sprouted. He's dead. Doom is there. Styles falling back to get charge is really helping him to regen. 2-for-1 trade Hawk. He wanted the Doom bringer.
I'm not quite sure if this is a good idea because probably Doom is going to be happy if he's pulled in.
Viper still got his ulti. Hudger still got his ulti.
Really good there currently by Ehome. They're still holding on to the racks, which is the main thing. Navi managing to get 2 kills to 1. Taking the Tidehunter for Venomancer as well as the
Dire's
VS.
top tower
That was not a
is
good
under
trade for
attack.
Ehome. Still, look at that. Even with the kills going Navi's way, 10,000 gold is the difference. Ehome, they just keep farming. They just keep getting more money, and they'll just keep buying back. And actually, mid, they want to initiate. They're going to. Styles is called out. The PLT takes a lot of damage. 4-star is up. Styles still wants to kill. Suicide and a kill. Oh my lord, Styles, you are God! Who could pull that off? And why did Prophet run back in?
Hodge also buying back into the game instantly.
Oh, why? Why? He takes away the advantage he just fought so hard to get. The sad thing for him is he didn't get the XP from the kill either. That kill happened after, it was still the after effects of the rot that got the kill.
And Light of Heaven was Dandy. Currently they're looking for a gang instead. They're probably thinking that push. They can't fight Ehome head on, then pick somebody off.
Ehome won't fall for that though. They saw the buyback. They don't want to lose anything. X is actually going to be the one who's actually most out in the limb. He's actually got ultimate orb up. He's almost got enough to buy the Mystic Staff, which means that Hex Stick is not far off.
Navi going again. They're going to go mid once again.
Again? When will they ever stop? The Sentry Ward is dropped. They want to know. They want to know who is here. Light of Heaven. He sees the Plague Ward. Doom is up. He wants to get Light of Heaven off. Ravage is still not cooled down. Dandy is popped. Dandy BKB pop. They want to bring it down. They have got him. No, they don't. Vengeful Spirit. They're still alive. Light of Heaven. The Hawk slices Venomans are entwined. X still brings them down. Tide the only fall just yet. Viper manages to actually get out. Once again diving in, but the test of fate from Chen. It is the second time that Chen has saved the life once he goes in.
And we see the same thing happening. Tidehunter being traded there for VS as well as Venomancer.
At the moment, I want to give Man of Navi to Puppy. He has really saved that Viper twice. Ehome would have wiped that entire match. Then it wouldn't have just been a one trade-off for Tidehunter. Viper would have been dead twice over, but he hasn't. Then he gets farm, and now we can buy Yasha. And he's almost on his Manta. Then he won't need the test of fate.
And look at what they are doing.
The
Actually
graph.
pulling it back. They are really pulling it back now.
It's only by 2,000, but it is a start for all those Navi fans out there. We've had some amazing Dota over 5 days. We were worried that Navi might go with their normal trend of demolishing the opposition team, but Ehome, the hope for China, will not stand for that. And now Doombringer, he has a play mail. We're looking at Shivas.
Or maybe Assault.
Maybe Assault, but there is no one else who's going to get Shivas, I don't think. Oh.
At least not for now. Only looking at Axis Farm. 2.9k. Ultimate Orb. Looking to see what he's gonna go for. You're probably gonna want that cheap stick. But really not getting the farm because they fear Dandy. Artstar will take one guy out. Just before the fight.
I was waiting for this. There's Knobs Ward in the mid. There's Knobs Ward in the mid. They're going to look to FCB if R-Stars can get the hook. And, oh, hello, X has Invis. He's going to look for an easy kill and probably just scout out the Navi side if they can.
And currently looks like this is the first time that...
Oh, no. Oh, bottom lane. X has got to know he's there. X is going to go this, or will he wait for support? Xbox, he does have the Manta, and he leaps in. X needs to jump down and stun him, but he's not. The TP's already gone.
It's
too late.
It's already too late.
He's just clearing up the trees, he checks for it. And now he realizes the horrible thing. Mirana felt it coming. The sensors were tingling.
And Ehome together on the bottom lane, but looks like Navi, they have other ideas, they're pushing mid once again.
Nature's Prophet gets Aghanim's Viper, Ashley gets the Manta down, done. No wonder they want to push mid. How is this battle going to go again?
Not defending.
Ehome, they still want to push out this bottom lane. They can TP back when they need to. X wants to actually apply pressure to Navi. You want to push my mid, we're going to defend our mid.
Tier 3 tower is already gone for Ehome.
They're now back.
They are back at the moment.
Alaterra wants to go for the check.
Anyone though.
Look at Doom. He's flaming red. Do you really want to fight a Doom who is really annoyed? For the 5th time, Navi will assault the mid barracks. No tell me the barracks is open, and now they just come in. All they want is the melee. All they saw jumps in. The red box, the ravaged now pops. Puppy's in trouble again. Puppy is brought down first. Red is gone. How much more can they do? Arsenal wants to bring in FCB. They're still burning. The melee race is up. X is done. Pride was in. X gets forced up in. Then jumps Ozzy down. And then gets forced back in. Viper gets the kill. They want to harass down Doomringer. He's got nothing left. Storm buys back. He's going to bring down the Xbox. The Prophet frees up. They still want to kill X. Arsenal's almost dead. FCB is burning him. Dendai is tied for the kill. Arsenal burns to death. Prophet needs a sprout. They need a stun. They need something. Dendai TP's out. 3 lost. Buyback happened. Light of heaven. He can't TP. There's no mana for it. They won't fight him though. Oh, and here we go, Ehome. Here we go, Ehome.
The really Meteorax taking a lot of damage here from the Manta style illusions from Miranda, as well as Viper and Punch buying back into the game once again.
Oh, they know they want to. The TPs. Dandy, look, he just wants to push. He just wants this game over. He does not want this to go late.
Doombringer completing up Shiva's guard.
Are they going to do this? Are they seriously going to be able to do this? They don't even know what's happening. They don't know. There's enough DPS. There is nothing Navi can do to stop this.
Roshan
is dead. Dawn Spirit gets the Aegis. Ehome have been throwing a lifeline. And still, the most important thing about that doesn't matter about kills, doesn't matter about farm. The racks is what counts. And Ehome needs to claim one.
They will definitely need to claim it, but Navi currently looking like the side that is going to be the first one to claim it. But mid is sold. Is it going to come at some point once again or not? Art-style buyback definitely hurting his economy. Not sure why he did so.
Yeah, again, it was a second buyback we've actually seen from Pudge. He just wants to have a presence on the map. The Shivas for Doom. What else have we got? Venno, he's pretty thin. Venture Spirit the same, a couple of braces and going consumables, but that is the role of Venno and PS. That's why they die early.
Actually, Venture Spirit having a vitality booster there to actually boost their HP a little bit. So this is fine already.
How's ourselves going? Vanguard, not a plan to buy back. Vitality booster. Dendi, he's actually got Manta, Vanguard, Vitality as well. Puppy's walking around, Ogre Club, as well as the mech. He's also got a point booster in his lineup.
So he's going to go for that Aghanim Scepter.
X is walking around with 3,400 golden ultimate orb, BKB, as well as the Aegis.
Always just before he managed to complete that cheap stick, he's always getting not really ganked, but now he has been doing the assault and he had to buy back. But this time with Aegis looking very good for him. Doombringer.
This is such a tense moment right now. Both teams, they want to have farm so they can buy back. Look at Mirana as well. Manta, Ultimate Orb, and 3,200 gold on Xbox. Prophet ulti with that Aghanim said it deals so much more damage on a global scale.
And FCB really pushing the top lane in the moment, but Navi already falling back.
Oh, yeah. And now Prophet also goes down the bottom lane. This is actually fantastic play here by Ehome. They want to get Navi on the back foot, so they stop harassing the middle lane. If they do that, then they get more control back. Then they can do what they're doing right now. They farm them for their own neutrals, they get their gold in, and they get their advantage back. You see it now dipping below 10, well above now 10,000 for the Dire. They want to get back on top of this economy and really lock the Radiant out.
And Skies of Voice completed up on Storm Spirit. He's got no gold whatsoever.
He has the Aegis though.
But
He has
he's
the
got
Aegis.
It's about Navi if they can kill Storm twice over or not. And you will still have that Doombringer sitting on top of you.
Oh.
So currently looks Light of Heaven as well as Puppy. They both are on the top lane. Navi's Dandy.
Mirana.
Mirana having a sheep stick.
This is unusual for Mirana.
But very much needed, I suppose.
Well, whoever's got the money needs to get the disable. And Ehome, where will they find someone? That is going to be the bigger question. Dandy and Puppy look nice. Light of Heaven looks nicer. Raw goes in. BS pop! They want to bring him! The Ravish does pop! Ehome pops in. It's the Mirana ulti. Arrow hits up 357. 81 gonna take a fall. Shiva's got by FTP. Storm is dealing the damage. Light of Heaven still alive. Puppy is the one who is soon. They want no one being tested face out. PLT damage being done by Dandy. He is still alive. Arstyles low HP. FTP still fighting. Still burning everybody. Arstyles. Sword. He's jumped up. He's still got the Aegis. Xbox takes the ball as well. It's 3 down. The 5 actually to start. Light of Heaven trying to retreat out. But Doom's already gone. Can Ehome do some damage? Doombringer losing hardly any HP while the Aegis is up.
Back up.
Ehome will push.
Radiant
Punch
structures
cannot
are
buy back.
fortified.
Punch cannot buy back.
Neither can Mirana. Neither can Chen. This is 50 seconds of fun. Dandy needs to hold them back. Sprout. The army is up. TP support is coming in. Light of Heaven is there. The Prophet ulti helps out. X on low HP, but he wants to jump. He really wants to jump. Dandy is a pig. MCB. He's storming in, but they want Light of Heaven. They're going to get Light of Heaven. He is sprouted. He will die. Ehome. They get another. They want the Rax though. X. Trouble. Jumps back. Get the tower. Get the Rax. Don't die to Dandy. Boss up. TP. Chen is back alive. And out we go. Doombringer's on the way. PLT TP's out. Ehome go out. Good battle there by Ehome, but still not getting the racks.
So currently looks like mid lane on both sides. The tier 3 towers down. 28 to 27. Such a close call.
I can't believe only one tower is actually still up. In fact, I didn't even realize the tier 1 is still alive for Ehome on the top. How is that the case when we're 44 minutes in?
Basically because Navi have always been pushing in mid lane.
Tier 2 on the bot too.
They just wanted mid.
Oh, there's one way to get a Rax. But it gives Ehome great map control, and that's why they can keep moving around inside their neutrals with very little fear. And Art Styles, don't do what I think you're going to do. Prophet's going to TP. The Sprout will come. Art Styles can't get out. And Storm jumps in. This is going to be a huge kill. He is currently pulled. He was a pig. He's going to be roasted. The test of faith. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Puppy at the moment has most valuable player for Navi. Stuff Dandy with a pull. Stuff the hooks. He is keeping his carry alive. It is why they class him as a genius of Dota. But there's so many geniuses currently playing this game.
Actually, all 10 of them currently playing are some of the best players in all of the world. Back into the grand final.
1,400 gold, the difference is still going the way of Ehome.
They're gonna go for it. They want the initiation back.
Who are they going to find though?
Got it smoked up.
Big speed. Big speed. It's the war drums. The war drums of Navi. Bump, 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 bump. They want to get an Ehome. They're actually going the other way.
They all...
His ship's in the night again. But you know what they want. You know what they want. And Navi are doing the same. It's a base raid. The hook goes up. Ehome. Where are you going? They're going... What?
They're going to bot lane at the moment. Ehome showing themselves.
Now they get a push. Navi have to fall back.
They're coming in from behind.
There's no TP for Pudge. There's a TP for Dandy.
Radiant's bottom tower
They don't
is
know
under
that they're
attack.
not in the
This
base.
is just like, make a choice. Make a choice. Push the mid, push the bot, just push something.
Navi coming in from behind. The horse gonna look for the initiation.
Look for the arrow. Look for the arrow. Now they're going to push in. Ehome have the time. They need the racks. The fortification
Radiant's
will
middle
buy some
barracks are
time.
under
It now
attack.
pops off. The arrow must fly. The arrow will fly. The arrow will hit nothing. FCB pops the BKB. Light of heaven. The Ravage pops. A2O. He will be the first to fall. Xbox had to jump out the back. It is an absolute shambles at the moment. A2O. Light of heaven. Almost dead. He is. Doombringer. Also, he is getting the kills. Dominating. FTB still alive. Arstyle still fighting. Don't jumping around. He wants to pull Dandy out. Missing the hawk from Arstyle. He won FTB. Sol pulls him back. Arstyle's almost dead. He is dead. Xbox with a leap. Dandy trying to run back. Jump. Furious. TP.
Radiant's middle barracks
Sprout
are
him.
under
Not
attack.
there. Going to the kill. X in trouble. Does get out. PLT also TPing out. Dandy caught the Sprout. FTB. He will go down. No, he won't.
Radiant's middle
30 for
barracks
29.
are under
Navi.
attack.
They're 30 by 1 kill, but that's mostly because of the support heroes of Nero dying all over the place.
How did they get the mid-racks? How did Navi? So much indecision from Ehome, but they still get the racks. It is what they needed. The one lane that Navi were basically pumping all their resources and time and effort into, and Ehome just cripple it.
Ehome looking really strong at the moment. They just have the massive farm advantage, but Navi still holding up with less farm. Very impressive play. Was going to go for that tier 1 tower on the top lane. Is somebody going to come in? Only PLT is
Dire's top
currently
tower is under
farming.
attack.
And he's just TPing a fake TP.
He still wants to harass. He actually goes real this time. Xbox turns around and says, you want this? You want a piece of this? I'm Xbox. I am Mirana. I am the king of Mirana in Dota 2.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Chen also managed to complete that, but Agnes said this might actually just give Navi the edge they need, keeping themselves a little bit longer in the fight.
The only downside for it is, though, he has no money to buy back if he gets killed.
Probably then, normally they're not going to focus Puppy.
Same with Light of Heaven. The bright side for Light of Heaven now is he pops level 16 after this creep wave. And there'll be a level 3 Ravage. Longer stun, more damage. And there's that 16. PLT, to look at him, Prophet is almost popping 21. Vengeful Spirit, 13. All he needs to do is swap.
Look what Navi's doing.
Oh, no.
They're going to go for it. And what the hell?
Butterfly! Doombringer wants some damage. Navi's going to push the middle. Doom does not have enough money for a buyback, and he doesn't have a TP. He needs to walk. FCB will be out of position if Navi push hard. Navi will want to do this. They need to defend their racks. Doombringer's going to come in through the top right, top lane. Arstyle goes for the hook. Fortification will be up. Prophet needs to buy some time. Doom is now coming in. Navi did not push fast enough. Fortification's up. The creep wave spawns. FCB wants to go towards the front lines. Venomous is still with those wards. They're really holding Navi off. BS Xbox is in. The Ravage top. Big Ray. They want Mirana. They got Mirana. Visual Spirit being the price. Dom wants Arstyle. Doombringer. Massive Doom on Dendy. There's nothing he can do. He will just die. Arstyle is burning. Butterfly doing enough damage. Storm jumps in. Arstyle is dead. Big. How the hell did he do that? Puppy. Now gone to Sprout. Dendy pulled back in again. Puppy. The man who saved everyone's life cannot save his own. Fight back by Viper.
And PLT team TPing towards the bot lane.
He will go. Trees. Tower. TP. Oh, Dandy. 4 staff gets PLT out of damage range. But Doombringer's making a beeline
Radiant's
for the
bottom
mid.
tower is under attack.
Currently pressure on Navi at the moment. Tidehunter's ultimate is not back up. Mirana's dead. The main DPS here is not there. No healing coming up either.
Ehome.
And then the Ehome looking really strong. They're going to go for the bot lane.
They're going to get the kill list. Stars can get a massive hook. He's in position. He has the ulti. He gets the hook. He got a 3x7. The kill will go. But no! He gets the ball staff out. X jumps in. 3x7 lives. And they get Arstyles. Dendy Delusion is chasing it. They will want the melee barracks. Hit the melee barracks. Who cares about Dendy right now? The melee barracks will get you a win. It will get you a 1-up and level this up. Arrow flies, misses on FCB. Xbox push him back. There is a chicken, it's a pig, it's a silenced pig. Dandy still won't do the damage. Then it pops up by Xbox. There's currently a Commandant Courage popped up on X. Gets the chicken. Ulti's away. Piranha wants it. He has no arrow. He's got to be careful. Doom's up cooldown in 5 seconds. 4 staff. Gets PLT back out. The mid barracks is getting done off. Arrow through.
Radiant's top tower
And
is
it's
under
nothing.
attack.
In the meantime, the mid's pushed through. The top is going to go down. Will it? There's 2 meat wagons hitting it. Fury! He was not going to TP in. He was thinking about it. They decide to go back to base.
Radiant's middle
Puppy
tower
defense.
is
Got the
under
difference
attack.
in gold at the moment.
On tier 4 towers, they're getting ripped. They're getting nailed. Difference in gold. Fury up towards the top. All he needs to do is keep the pressure on. That's all Ehome need to do to level this grand final. The battle for $1 million. And Ehome want to level it at 1 apiece. Oh, seriously. Even if Navi want to stop this, they
can't.
cannot stop this. Roshan will die. The damage is too much from Ehome. And Navi are pushing the top lane right now. Ehome will get the Aegis. It will go to Storm Spirit.
Roshan has
as well
fallen
as
to
the
the
cheese.
die.
And the cheese will go to 8-2-0.
H to the Venture Spirit, always the one taking the fall.
Now the smoke goes out for Navi. They want to initiate. They want to find somebody out. And actually, FCP, he's in no man's
Radiant's middle
land.
tower is
He is
under
in
attack.
no man's land. He wants to
FCB
push the
gonna come
bottom.
Down. FCB.
This
Look
is
at
not.
me, son.
He has no TP. He can't fight this. Navi, find him. I do not understand my world right now.
Doombringer buyback instantly. Butterfly up for Nature's Prophet.
Radiant's middle
it's-
tower is under attack.
Prophet so much damage now on top of his Manta style and BTs. Oh, poor little Trinity can't join the fight. He
Radiant's
so wants to
middle
help out the
tower
die
has
right now.
fallen.
Not a single agility carry on Ehome bar, a Vengeful Spirit, but an int hero and a strength hero actually pushing up the butterfly.
Well, Ehome, they're always been about being inventive.
And currently, FCB, he's bought back. He's really pissed off at the moment.
It was his own fault. It was his own fault.
Bad positioning there by him. He probably thought this. We already got this in the bag.
Ehome, this is going to be the final push for them. They want to
Last
get the
fight.
top. Here we go. Arsenal will look for the horn. He gets 8-2-1. Now they're going to die. He actually gets forced up back in again and pops the cheese. Light of Heaven's a pig. Arrow flies. Savage pops. Big trouble. Zoomers in. Exit foul. They're looking for a kill. They've got one by Viper. Puppy is being brought down. Puppy is down. 8-2-1 finally dies. Let's give me the cost of light to 8-2-L. You know the guy I'm talking about. Vengeful Spirit. Then against Quantize Sprout. He's trying to bring down 357, who is slowly waddling away. GG from Navi. Ehome level. It's a genocide. Ehome is celebrating right now inside the booth. Navi can't believe
Radiant's
it.
top barracks.
We're going to have a
Radiant's
15-minute
top
break.
barracks
And
has
we're going to
fallen.
be back here soon. The teams need a break. Navi need to compose themselves. Ehome.
Radiant's ancient
Oh, they
is
just need to
under
be
attack.
awesome. What a play by them, Slash. What a play.
What a play by every
Dire
single one
victory.
of them. The Dire have won. It's official right now. But we have to keep in mind, Navi already won one game. It's 1 apiece.
That's right. Leveled up. But with Ehome, convincing performance. Navi moving away from their like what they regularly went to pick up the Pudge, which worked so well for them as well. Coming up with Tidehunter as well. Will it be enough? We're going to find out. We'll see you guys in a very, very short amount of time. Don't go anywhere. This is the battle for $1 million right here at Gamescom. Guys with the signs. They're all about being fans. How many Navi fans do we have actually out here at the moment?
Team ban.
That's alright.
That's a couple. What about Ehome?
That's alright.
It's not too bad, man. It's not too bad.
We got quite a lot of Chinese guys here actually holding signs up.
Yeah, there's like a massive pit of them down there. The funny thing is they're right next to all the Navi fans. They'll be infighting later.
But during the meantime, we're already into it. And the first big Spectre. First big Spectre for Navi.
So with
And Ehome respond instantly.
with Weaver ES.
Not even thinking about it once again.
Now this is crazy. Navi, Chen once again, because we remember Puppy's Chen. The test of faith saved Viper so many times during that last match. Now banned so far, Ancient Apparition, Night Stalker, Anti-Mate, as well as Prophet, all taken out. So Prophet appeared last time. The other three were actually in the first ban pool last time as well. Very smart bans here by Ehome, taking out both Night Stalker and Ancient Apparition. Really shutting down the normal spread of Navi.
And Navi, they have one more pick to go for.
Yeah, I don't think they're quite sure about this now. They got Weaver as well as ES. The discussion's going. This is actually very unnatural for art styles to actually stop and think. Navi, we actually saw Puppy with his head in his hands. Navi could not understand how they lost that last game. But
They
then
were baffled.
they didn't know how Ehome could coordinate so well and still win at that point. The farm, I think, was what it came down to. Navi were pushing, Navi were killing, but Ehome were defending and killing and farming at the same time.
Weapon X, Tinker incoming.
Oh, Tinker was banned out last time by Navi. Tidehunter picked up once again by them. That Ravage really worked so well during the team fights.
And the Ehome, it will all just come down how long they can keep the Spectre from farming.
Lich out. VS is also in a sin bin.
And Lich being banned out as well. Ehome, they are burning out Lich simply because Chen with all creeps, the ultimate does not have such a huge effect. So they're not going to pick Lich themselves.
No, they won't.
And yes, this time being banned up by Navi because they do not want A2O's same carries all
They don't want to see the
time.
Doom.
And
Doom is
Doom
the
being
last.
banned as well.
Really surprised they actually took out Doom, especially after Weaver and Tinker came into the lineup. They will be looking for a third lane, but they can always look at heroes like Windrunner. Puck being taken out now by Ehome. Navi also need their side solo.
Mirana still in the pool.
That she
Gonna just go
is.
for Mirana. This time it looks like Navi going to go for a little bit more late game heavy lineup.
Now they know Ehome really loves that late game, and who is better to actually tank up every single hero in late game than Spectre? There is a reason why she's always been the first two bans, and should have really tweaked the Ehome the second that actually happened. Obviously Navi had first pick, so there's nothing they could do about it.
It looks like Ehome, they're still confident of taking on the Spectre.
Reserve time.
Reserve time now for Navi. Ehome have not eaten into extra time just yet.
Alright, Navi, there's still a big team discussion. Ehome on the other side. They're saying cool, can't believe it,
They use
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster. Really unusual picks at the moment. Spectre as well as Beastmaster, not necessarily Navi's picks.
This isn't Navi's picks at all. It's like we're seeing a completely different roster, like draft, as opposed to what they've been playing for the entire tournament.
But I'm sure that it is because Navi has something in the backhand.
It's true. It's
They
also
know that as soon as a strat actually gets discovered and gets countered by Ehome, they're gonna go for something different. And Ehome might not know about this. Windrunner being picked up by Ehome.
yeah, that's understandable. That's their side lane. They just need one more hero to support.
There's one more hero, which is going to be a hero picking for FCB, I believe, because A2 is going to be playing that Earthshaker, PLT on Weaver, Weapon Axe on Tinker, and 357 on Windrunner.
Funny thing is, we're seeing this very simple lineup for Ehome like this. Tinker controls the lanes while Weaver farms
10
up.
seconds.
That's the way they play. Windrunner, ES, and one more hero will just walk around, just trying to kill
5
Navi wherever they
seconds
possibly can, and try and distract them from that Weaver farming.
I'm calling a line from Ehome.
You're going line for Ehome? I would not be surprised. A good
Because
start,
Crystal
good
really
haste, good
likes
first
this
damage.
line.
Yeah.
Calling a line at the moment. It could work out to counter that Spectre very well in the early stages.
Navi, they need one more. One more hero. We're probably looking at... Oh, who's actually going to move me outside lane? Puck's out of the mix. Windrunner's already been picked. Lich, he's gone. Prophet's out. Clockwork Goblin's an option, but I don't think it's the one they want. If then they're going to have to jump in on top of
They
ES
would
or
have
jump out
4
on the
laners. They could not lane it. They need more range support. Probably Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden was probably the best choice at the moment. But then on the other hand, they already got 2 support heroes.
Yeah, they do. So where do you draw the line? How did Navi go with their draft? It's what is going through Arstyle's head right now. They've only got 14 seconds left to pick. Arstyles needs to make a choice.
10,
remaining.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and go with Enigma.
All right.
Radiant team pick.
The 2 big ultimates, Tidehunter and Enigma. Spectra is going to have to be farmed.
And for the first time, Ehome are actually
Ehome
thinking a little bit more about it.
will never buy a BKB. The 2 heroes in Dota 2, which actually go through a BKB, they are currently in Navi's lineup.
Yes. So BKB really not helping Ehome.
Ehome, they're grouping up together, they know what they want to go, and we're going to get game 2 underway. We are locked at 1-1 apiece. And our pick from Ehome, it will now be decided, it will now be shown, and it is,
Come on, boys.
drum roll, somewhere there, around there, gonna happen there, almost there.
A2, do you want to pick? Hands on the mouse.
He's really saw this. Actually, oh, hang on, there's a second debate after the hand push. What's going on, man?
ELT not the green as it seems.
Yeah, they've still got another minute, unless they're trying to make Navi sweat. Now they're ready. Crystal Maiden's going to be their last. Let's sit down, because we're going to need her, or else we're going to fall down after this match.
Crystal on Crystal, I've seen that.
Really? Oh, man.
And as we actually will have a look, HO, he is indeed on the Earthshaker 357. On Windrunner, as already called, on FCB, on Crystal, PLT on Weaver, and X. Could it be anyone else?
And we check out Navi right now. Puppy once again. He is a master. Absolute master of Chen. Light of Heaven.
This time not
Prepare
taking on the
for
support
battle.
role.
He takes Beastmaster. Xbox will be playing as Spectra. Oh, that guy. Dendi will actually be playing as the Enigma.
Yeah,
and then that leaves Arstyles as the Tidehunter.
I've actually seen Arthur playing Titan quite a few times. But the Light of Heaven probably sick of and tired of playing support, similar to Crystal on Ehome's side. Okay, Crystal is this time playing support now. Probably had enough of this Doombringer.
Ehome, they're hoping for a kill. Navi hoping for the same thing.
And currently looks like Dendi will be starting up the bottom as Enigma. He's not gonna have an easy time. Puppy obviously gonna be in the woods. Horse being supported on top lane. Light of Heaven, Beastmaster.
30
Currently
seconds
he should
to
be
battle.
going solo mid. Artside will be the one supporting as well. I'm not sure if Ehome actually want to keep tabs on that Spectre or just do it later on. But if they're using that flying on bottom, I'm not quite sure. They should probably just let PLT farm against Enigma. Should do have a fairly easy time
10
there.
seconds to battle.
Yeah, PLT should have a very easy time. Windrunner's going to be the fun challenge.
Maybe we see double run coming out for Crystal Main as well as ES. And the Falcon will sound right now. We are into game 2.
The battle begins.
Sort of game 3, if you want to have it that way.
You can class it as game 3,
You could class it as game
considering Navi had the 1 game advantage. So it is a best of 5 and we're locked at 1 apiece.
Right. So Vo's gonna play the hard. Not gonna be able to play that his beloved Mirana. And this actually, I think the first time we're seeing Vo's not on Mirana. And 3x7 going to be on top lane. And apparently they've learned from Ehome as well, using the axes there to cut the path on top lane.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier to actually move around. 367, 357's going to be careful. Spectral Dagger is going to fly down on him too, just harassing him back. Just for the moment, down to half HP.
Yeah, but Arthur also a little bit tanking the creep wave at the moment. So 4-7 and free thumb on top lane, while PLT having the same on bottom.
And because PLT as a Weaver is a lot more of a concerning thing.
He will have, he's a lot more of a concerning thing early game, well not early game, mid game. But Spectre is that big hard carry late game. Not quite sure if Weaver could out carry Spectre, but this would be a classic thing to see. Well, Weaver against Spectre, we've seen it so many times already.
Yeah, generally Spectre actually comes out on top of it. Weaver at this point is, well, maybe he can actually prove us wrong and show the power of Ehome. The fans would love it. Navi would actually love it a little bit more if they're Spectra. pulls through for him. The only downside for the farm between the two lanes is Enigma always denying. He's always getting those conversions up.
Yeah, currently Enigma's definitely having an easier time on bot than Windrunner has on top.
The only downside at the moment, though, is it takes Enigma a lot of mana to actually do this. And see, already out of mana, has to pop the clarities. He's only got one left at the moment. It's becoming a really troublesome time for him.
So currently having a look around who's going to do. Was currently leading the scoreboard with Troll to 5, Troll to 6 on Spectre. The great farm coming in from there. DLT only 7 to 2.
Tinker's got 9 to 5. Looks like we're going to see our first little gank here. X, Fox Puppy with the DD rune. But we do see support coming from 820. If they can get a Fissure on line of heaven, do a little bit of damage. Laser as well as Fissure.
They're just harassing a little bit. It's not about killing somebody. And PLT trying to farm up towards those excellent last hitting abilities from him.
357 wanting to be part here while Arstyles has gone for the pull. Arstyles just saving his mana. He doesn't need a gush when he doesn't need to. Windrunner on the other hand wants to steal all this.
Is actually going to come in.
Oh, this is actually a good time to actually come in, especially considering the power shot's already been used. There's our gush.
The gush already came out. Force should be on currently a low HP, so be a little bit more careful there, otherwise Windrunner is maybe even going to get a counter gank going on his own. Happy, but also there near the vicinity, and healing staff going there for Floss. Are they looking?
I think they are. Wait for the gush.
It's not going to come though.
Windrunner's out of position unless she does exactly what she's thinking about doing. Now the gush can come with the dagger. I think Spectre only just got enough mana for it. But Arstyles is running interference on that top lane.
Yeah, 307 harassing back.
X is going to be a big one to actually watch. That middle lane.
He's having more CS than PLT, but not as much as Close. Both already sitting at 1.3k.
Picking up the Hawk, a little bit of extra gold. A lot of Heaven's really being harassed down hard. Really harassed down hard. He's actually going to run up. All that fill in that bottle.
And now actually he's basically full, back out at full HP. And top lane going to come for a little bit of a push there. They're going to go. They're going to go.
Are they really? Then you can't die down this far. TV support's going to come in. Xbox doesn't have enough mana for another dagger. And if they get locked in between it, Arstyles in here too, so there's 3 heroes for Navi who are currently between the tier 1 and tier 2 on top lane.
But currently the SP is not coming though.
I think they just want to pull people off that bottom lane. They're not attacking the tower, they just want to hold the creep wave back right now.
Yeah, this is probably what they want to do.
CM's going to buy up a TP and get up towards that top lane sometime soon.
357 going 1-on-1 on the close, getting quite a few hits in
Radiant's
actually.
top tower
He has
is under attack.
no mana for a power shot though, so we can't really push this way back. He just pulls the creep wave down. He's with the farm, and now Navi realize they kind of overextended for very little gain.
While H2O is actually also already hanging around there, thinking of going on Denley.
And he has
one of the conversion
Dire's
spots.
bottom tower
H2O is
is
going to
under
harass him back.
attack.
Denny knows he's in a little bit of trouble up on that top.
Force also spots him, but H2O just turns around and slaps him with the stick.
Now we're actually looking at farm for X in the middle lane. He's the one I want to watch. 24 for 13 for him. Weaver 29 for 10. Actually now out farming Xbox through that push on that top lane. Really actually destroyed his farm for the moment.
Yeah, he's just disrupting it a little bit, I think. So both carriers are doing good at the moment, but looks like X with the advantage of a light of having in the mid. He's too late to harass.
Yeah, Light of Heaven doesn't really have any sort of range. He has his warp, but he's popped it up a couple of times, then Tinker just kills it. And that actually helps towards the BT rest. B3, 4 side, 357. There is a tier 1 tower there, he will be fine.
He's already popped 6 there. He might actually come in from the backside if he wants to. Maybe even go in the Tinker. He's full HP, full mana. Wild Axe is not going to hit Tinker there. And A2O also spotting another conversion once again.
Tries the conversion to go down, try to actually destroy the rune. They see it's a haze spirit on the bottom.
Radiant's
Which
middle
Tinker picks
tower
up.
is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
357 on the
attack.
top lane. They're going to go.
Roar! Flash! Kill!
And this is actually, well, it's not going as first blood because The Scourge Creeps actually got the last hit, but
Radiant
this is gonna
structures
mean a
are
tier 1 tower
fortified.
as well.
Yeah, split the money for Navi.
Actually, Axe is coming.
Oh, what a laser! Arstyle's in trouble, there's no rocket there to follow it up.
Yeah, he's already used the rocket in the first
Radiant's
place.
top tower
And
is under
Puppy
attack.
using Sense of Faith. They should still mean a tower there.
Radiant's top
Tower, let's go
tower
down,
has
check
fallen.
it.
Check the last one with the creep. Good play there by Navi, getting 1 kill on Windrunner and another tower. So they currently have a fairly good lead there. What they're gonna watch out for? Oh god, Vanguard also completely on Spectre already. So if you want to gank Spectre later on, it's gonna be very difficult.
Yeah, it really will. Weavers, though, are still, during all this fight, being left to farm on the bottom lane. He hasn't had as good a time. We've got Treads, as well as 900 gold. Spectra actually completely ignoring Boots. That's why that 1500 gold went to the Vanguard and not to the Boots.
Right.
Now Fissure, X, pops up stars in the middle.
That was a very fast burst there coming out from Ehome.
Want to point out too, X is 1,000 gold away from BTs.
Yeah, but 1,000 is still a lot, especially early game. Difficult to farm when you're under your tower.
357. He's got Xbox on top lane, but he can't harass too much. It does actually reflect the damage on the refraction. Really hurts.
War's also going for the 9 top lane to keep the Great Wave closer to his tower. 357 really not here and having to keep the time there.
No, I don't think he's going to get an easy time for a very long time.
Bottle up for Beast, must using that invisibility rune to maybe go for a gank there. Not quite sure what he's doing at the moment.
He's like, hey, I got no.
Not just yet. Ehome, they do not have a ward there. They are not seeing that Light of Heaven has an invisibility rune.
Crystal Maiden really wants to go this. Conversion goes down to the side though.
Wow, actually I just realized that Nick might just pop level 4. So really I think harassed back there by Maiden.
Good to see when Navi want to strike.
Yeah, the invisible room there on Light of Heaven.
Ehome's ward actually watched that pop.
Yeah, so both of them actually going back into, because even Weaver's not safe at the moment.
They drop a ward on the top lane too. They want to watch that transition up towards the top.
Weaver's only got 800 HP, he can't get nuked down so damn fast.
Light of Heaven is still running around. You know, they've got the invis. It's going to wear off in about 5 seconds. He's probably even going to get revealed by this ward. No, he doesn't. He actually gets back up across the high ground, so I don't know where he's gone.
And in the meantime, 357 trying to hinder Floor, so it's so difficult with that Vanguard up on him already. Not sure why Ehome's not going for a gank at the moment, because Spectre's gonna be more really difficult to kill already.
At this point, I think they think Weaver's going to get bigger, but now he's not farming at the bottom lane. Dendi and R-Styles, they head down towards the bottom.
Gucci actually to get that last on the range creep.
Top lane, Xbox still farming up 1k gold for him.
53 for 20 on Weaver, 51 for 17 on Spectre. So pretty even at the moment.
It's Crystal Maiden. Point actually have a little bit of fun on bottom. German attack will push R-Styles back a little bit.
Yeah, let's go.
He's almost up to level 6 too.
Light of Heaven, once again controlling the double damage. It's so easy way to do it through his Hawk.
BT's for Tinker. BT's for Tinker.
Oh.
2200 gold.
Oh.
You can buy the recipe once the courier gets back home. In fact, the courier
but
is
he's
home.
currently still
There she
still doing
flies.
it with the creep wave.
Here's a Travel's ball. Actually, Shackle shot in the top lane. 357 really wanted to actually harass Xbox back, make him think twice about farming.
And power shot once again. He's not really trying to kill Floss, but just trying to disrupt his farming.
Wow, check PLT and exit farm right now, 57 and 57.
And
they're both out farming.
oh, not gonna come.
Weave away, just wants to latch on. Does as well.
Does latch on Dandy. Not
Yeah,
on outside though. Just going for a little bit of his card there.
Yeah, also to help push out the wave. Obviously, the tower will actually hit the Scarabs before they actually hit the creep wave themselves.
You need to see also that A2O at the meantime is holding mid lane. And X is now going to fire the rockets to harass Force.
Both hitting him.
Territory.
Light of Heaven though, Puppy. Will be always be there in support. Second, a lot of rockets.
Oh, they're gonna go now. Because X is still currently out of mana.
Yeah, but X knows they're there, so he won't be too risky. The rockets fired off right to the neutral, so he knows
there's a
someone's
ward there at the moment. And meanwhile, after being support on the bottom lane, still letting Weaver free punch. Now, Dandy is just using his conversions all the time. He's not pop 6 yet, so he doesn't have the black hole to counter.
Firstly, A2O getting some time here at the mid. Fisher's going to go with the rocket. Damaging ourselves down to half HP. Second rocket pops.
These must are now popping the double damage rune on top lane, and they're currently going on.
Shackle!
Shackle shot!
Light of Heaven held in place. Xbox still going to jump. There's no T1 tower. 357. Windrun's got 3 seconds on cooldown. Xbox wants to get closer. Windrun's going to pop. X turns around. Thunder actually stayed in there.
Oh, Crystal Maiden also popping it.
Rocket, not enough channeling the rearm. He has not enough mana. Now he has mana for the rocket. It's going to be close up to pop. The rocket's
not
all.
going to be enough, is it?
No, it's not.
Crystal Maiden's the one to chase it, but no, falls back. A2O still coming with his Earthshaker.
That Vanguard just keeps Xbox alive.
Test of faith.
In the meantime, though, it does push him back. We see Weaver on the bottom lane with an ultimate orb up.
Yeah, Weaver, he already realized BKB is an option, so he's gonna go for Linking Sphere. A2 and FCB currently in support on top lane. Puppy not really having an offensive impact on the game just yet, but he's just playing the bodyguard role. And he's in test of faith to TV back his allies.
Still such amazing to see. It's such a close game.
It's very close. The 1k gold divided among the whole team is not much.
1k gold is like 5 sets of wards. 5 sets of wards against your fair distance, though.
Spectre purchasing up face boots to help in her last hitting ability together with Quelling Blade. Also makes it even more difficult to kill.
Good shackle, rocket, laser, power shot, lines up. Xbox turns to actually fight. Blazes back up again though, he is going to pop it. Xbox goes down to
Dire's
again,
middle
160
tower is under
HP.
attack.
And once again test of faith, going back to base and then TP back on lane.
Yeah, there's still time out of the lane. There's still time not farming it. It's still time. The PLT is getting further and further ahead. 71 for 21 for the Weaver. 63 for 64 now for 21 for the Tinker. And the highest farm for Navi is actually Puppy at 52. Is actually Xbox at 64. And Puppy at 52.
And then,
but Dendy, Light of Heaven.
Oh, they're gonna go on mid. FCB, way in over his head. Still popping up the Crystal Navi, but Klovos getting the last hit, helping his economy great. Really boosting up his economy. Titan used the ultimate for that, but that's fair enough.
A2 is looking for a fissure. Maybe
giving it to...
Oh, they're turning around. They're turning around. Light of Heaven's got his draw. They get a look for the kill. A2O. Rockets have already popped. He's already been gushed. He's slowed, and he will be dead.
Killing spree on Spectre. 3-0 Spectre.
This is not what Ehome fans want. It's exactly what Navi fans want, though.
Exactly. Navi really wants Spectre to, even to get the kills, and with the face, which is easy for her to do.
Rockets popping once again. The next box.
And that's the face.
Yep.
Back to base.
So easy to cast that, just pull it back. Saves the TP scroll, saves the walk, and now, yep, just
and going up to top lane, gonna go.
Oh, Light of Heaven, shackled. The ball is there, TP scroll coming in by Tinker. Actually, it's ES.
Tinker's probably just gonna go on the creep.
Actually, bottom lane. I think they're thinking about Dendy. CM wants to go for it. And he really now called out. He's in trouble. Rocket pop. Frost goes on. Weaver wave is there. Lasering him down.
Time, but FCB.
Oh, the TP in by R-Styles gets the splash. FCB's in too far.
Far too far. Crystal diving in from behind the tower. He's in tanking the tower during the whole fight. Support hero. Rocket trading his life for the one of Enigma. Not necessarily worth it because Enigma had nothing up anyway.
Still want to shut him down to the black hole. Takes a little bit longer. Doesn't get the blink taker, doesn't get the BKB. That way, if they ever need a stun, like a long-range fissure, they can and not really worry about a lot of damage. Take a little bit of damage from that exact long-range fissure. Tinker, I think, was thinking about coming in towards mid. Now has to rearm his BTs again.
DLT is still farming on bot lane, 86 for 23, the highest farm on the map. Nexus Force though, sort of trailing in behind, and of course, contrast, the Weaver's got 3 kills.
Light of Heaven. Still just running the same item he's had for such a long time, 16 minutes
Yeah,
in.
look at Puppy and Dandy.
Yeah, they're going to look for oh, hello. Ooh. In the meantime, PLT is going to push out the bottom lane.
They'll try to, but Arthur is standing there.
There's no ward down there.
No, they're not seeing it. They're not seeing it
Think
happening.
it's TPing in. And FCB. I think FCB is worried about something. Light of Heaven's now spots it. Just like, you know, he makes him back. He's on the high ground. Our Styles defending this bottom lane from PLT. We're still farming up.
Yeah, at the same time. Alright.
Navi being missing from the lane for a very long time now.
So other continues actually after getting harassed by the swarm. But Ehome not realizing currently at the moment what's happening, and Light of Heaven was invisible. So, and Roshan will go down to Navi.
Roshan has
There we
fallen
go.
to the dungeon.
And Beast of Fire actually takes up the Aegis of the Immortal. FCB just coming to.
I think FCB suspected for a long time, but he had no
Oh,
support.
Raw!
Raw is there. Tinker's coming in though. He can pop off another rocket and a laser. She actually get the kill on Light of Heaven, but there's a lot of people coming in. Light of Heaven forced back. Yes. Good Fisher! Locks in his race! Dandy and Puppy! They caught the off. Oh wow. What a big hit.
Spectre's
Still got
in it.
Crystal.
He's gonna go on X. Is he gonna get the kill? One more.
Yes, he does. Double kill. Windrunner's now coming down. Puppy takes the fall. PLT now also wants to join the fight. Styles, they should be able to kill him. The German attack is now on cooldown. They can bring him down. The Ravage is off. Shooky is still up. Actually time-lapsing in. They want to kill Xbox. He's the better one to kill. Dagger will slow them. Shooky now off cooldown.
And
Will
they
want to
can't
chase
kill
it.
him. He's too tanky. Not sure why they did not go on Tidehunter.
If they could have got the Spectral, they would have tried. Here's the bigger prize.
He of course is, but far more difficult to kill.
In the meantime, though, PLT. Respect down towards his bottom lane, that's Spectra. So far, we've seen how many kills? 5 kills.
5 kills, 0 deaths, and really getting close to his Sacred Relic. DP actually coming in there for Tinker. Instantly firing off rocket plus laser.
And X really go for an aggressive Tinker, not just one of those martial machines kind of Tinker. He wants the rocket, he wants the laser. He wants to drop their life down, so Navi feel restricted on this map.
Even using laser to last at the range creep at the moment, but of course he's not going to care about it. He's nearly back up with 4 HP and just going to farm. Another rocket actually popping off there. And another one. Was really getting hit hard, but he's still standing on lane. They can't kill him. And I think this is Ehome's biggest problem, because Navi, they're leading the scoreboard 7-4. And Ehome are trailing behind.
But as we know, it doesn't really matter unless you get a Rax. So it's all going to be about the one big team fight, who can get the advantage up to that point.
And they are predicting that Tinker will be on top. How did he know about it? How did Tinker know to cancel the TP?
I don't know, but he did it anyway.
357 is going to.
Unless it was just because the Windrunner wanted to go top.
No, he spots Light of Heaven.
Light of Heaven, there's no one around to actually gank him up though.
Dire's bottom
Just
tower
kidding,
is under
the
attack.
Hawk
Dire's structures are fortified.
modification popping off, because this is because Weaver's currently hitting on the tier 1
Dire's
tower.
bottom tower
And
has
the
been
Navi
destroyed.
coming in.
He's going to dive it. Sandy, the damage has got to come out from him right now. They will do the damage. There is enough for hit. I think Tinker came in. Big black hole. It's got PLT. Xbox rolls in. Tinker gets the kill on Enigma. Time lapse out by Weaver. We'll let him live. He'll want to turn around and do a little bit more damage though. He's actually taking a lot of damage here by Xbox.
Force getting harassed back by that another rocket of X, and just firing off another one, hitting Force hard. Force just not caring about it at all. He's got lead HP, 1337.
Once again, 8-2-0, good vision. Just crossing the racing down our style.
While X is gonna fly, they can't go initiate. X is back up.
Okay.
And the Light of Heaven actually finds the illusion rune as well on top lane, bottling it up.
X with all the mana in the world, actually just lasers the board to death.
PLT was very lucky there on the bot lane that he did not die in the Enigma black hole.
Oh, we're gonna relic. We're gonna relic on Spectre.
Yeah, Spectre, as I already mentioned, having incredible farm now, and if she's got her Radiance, she's gonna pose such a threat to all the support heroes. Actually being A2, they're gonna go down in one ultimate, as well as Tinker.
Weaver's actually out farming, but it's the kills on Spectre that's giving him a little bit more of an advantage.
Yeah. Spectre obviously being able to horn in at any single time.
Now X in towards the middle lane. He knows he wants the towers. If Ehome managed to actually take out all the tier 1 towers, X controls the map. So those tier 1 towers need to go down. Rocket's Pop's gonna harass Steady down.
And FCB as well with the Crystal Nova, and Weaver finally finishing off his Lincoln Sphere, but because he did that, he's not having any DPS whatsoever against that Spectre, who is only 1,000 gold short of the Radiant recipe.
The DPS for the moment is going to come out from Tinker. Big burst damage from Tinker.
And he should be careful there, he's always the one standing in the front lines. Outside getting hit by another one. Having an easy time for him. And another one actually comes in. The amount of rockets that Axe is pumping at the moment is insane.
And probably much machines too, he's leveled up everything else. Right, so go for much machines.
357 meanwhile, I've not seen anything from him yet. He's checking out Windrunner's items. Mecha
Dire's
actually
middle
helping
tower
him.
is under
Weaver
attack.
back down towards the bottom lane, doesn't matter if he's got blinkers, he's
Dire's
using
bottom
confidence to do
tower
what he's
is
doing.
under attack.
There's still no fortification up, and that tower's almost down a half HP for just a couple of seconds. Weaver Wave's going to buy him time to destroy this wave, and then the tower. He's going to keep going on this.
Dire's
Navi's
bottom
actually got to do
tower
something
is
about
under
this.
attack.
Yeah, but currently it's Tower still having a half HP and Weaver falls back.
And not back too far though, he wants to stick with it. And he's the only one coming to actually stop him.
The Marshal Gene as well as Pidgeot popping off there. Beastmaster pushing up that Vanguard. Still longer the fight, Puppy getting hit.
And still those rockets.
Yeah, they are so annoying.
you think you can fight and then you get rocketed down.
Axe has got his TP. Currently, having a look where closest he's currently in woods farming.
Rockets again. Light of Heaven and Puppy. Puppy can't stay that close anymore. One rocket will bring him about 20 HP points away from death.
Force meanwhile just waiting for the Speed Counter to respawn and farm up his Radiance. 500 gold short at the moment.
Weaver's still pushing that bot.
We'll be disappointed to do because Dandy is in the mix. Just using his swarm to actually push up.
And they're using his stuns trying to pop the Lincoln Sphere off. Guess they wanted to TP and initiate.
400 more gold for Floss.
Hello. Look who's on bot.
And Happy still having an army of creeps actually in the woods, farming as well.
Really, I think actually just looking for the right time to actually strike now.
Yeah, and Rocket's going to pop off of Dandy.
Nature's almost got his Radiance up.
And looks like during this crucial time that the Outside and Light of Heaven are going for a little bit of a gang. I don't know what's going on.
Weaver goes back down towards the bottom lane. Tinker is just left. Got another sitting on bottom lane.
Wolves should not be too far off, 200 gold more. And he will have his Radiance, and then Navi will probably push in. What they are normally doing, 357 on top lane. One with a power shot there.
Yeah, pop the rocket first. Want to pop the laser. There goes the laser. I think they're hoping 357 would land the shackle.
Spectre's already got enough. He's going to buy the Radiance recipe right now.
Yeah. Buys it with 1 gold left. Weaver. Wave goes bottom lane. PLT with his one
Dire's
tower.
bottom
Still
tower
very
is
aggressive
under
there,
attack.
Ehome, but currently looking like Navi have the lead. Especially with that Radiance up on Spectre, Weaver not having any DPS
Dire's
either.
structures are
Yeah,
fortified.
there he goes. PLT will just time-lapse it.
Dire's
There goes that tier 2
bottom tower
tower.
has
Crystal Maiden
fallen.
getting that last hit.
More mid, trouble for A2O, Light of Heaven goes in, Roar goes off, TV support's going to come in, A2O, he will die before he pops anything off, and it's actually Weaver who shookies himself around, looking for a kill. Weaver wave pops, they want to bring down Arstyles, Windrunner needs the shackle, shackle flies, it only hits the central, it doesn't hit Puppy or Arstyles, it's what he wanted, rockets now pop. Arstyles forced to pop the urn charge on himself, power shot goes through Puppy. well as the rest of the creep wave in the mid.
But very important kill on that Earthshaker as well.
Yeah, if he got his ulti off, that would have been completely different for Ehome, especially after TV's support came in. In the meantime, though, Navi's got defend this T1 tower.
Into it. Wolves is gonna go in, I believe.
He won't dive that down. I think it's just having a bit of a look around.
Radiant's top
Where the
tower
rest of
is
the
under
Ehome are.
attack.
While he's pushing the tier 2 on the top lane.
The LT looks like he wants to go it.
Yeah, they might.
gotta go.
Styles, locked in a cone right now. Frost up, Ravage. He will get himself back. He acts as fly, but the fissure goes. And I think Test of Fate once again plays his part.
And Dandy
Radiant's
also back
top
up there.
tower is under attack.
On the main time, Wolves pushing up that tier 2 tower on the bot lane really hard.
And the tier 1 in the mid's going to go though. Or will it? Power shot. Fissure once again. Really hitting on top of Puppy. The Weaver Wave once again also going out. That tier 2 tower is still up.
Now, but the Black Hole is up on the other hand.
They'd be too fearful to actually go in right now. And a rocket keep popping off and damaging him down. Puppy! 44 HP is brought down to.
Radiant's top tower
Xbox is
is
still
under
pushing that
attack.
top tower, but the fortification goes. Ehome want this top light of heaven. Frost, damage,
middle
no
tower
deny.
has fallen.
Weaver gets the last hit. Shackle shot on light of heaven. He's in too close. Weaver gets the high ground. The wave goes. Power shot as well. Arstyles goes in. There is no current. There is no current ultimate. Fissure comes off cooldown. It misses. And she blocks Weaver out. Marsh Machines following down. They will catch Arstyles out right now. Running towards the Rosh pit.
Well, what a shackle shot!
Rocket. Beautiful play there by Ehome. 7 to 8. Xbox with his ratings has come back again though. Puffy and Dandy, they're still here in the middle lane. And Weaver wants Puffy. Great Fissure. Great lock. The one charge. Mac will be enough. Black Hole goes A2-1. Puffy goes down. And PLT wants to harass him down. Shackle shot. Xbox again. Laser. Rocket. Dead. Not yet. Trying to run out. Weaver's getting no more. Fissure.
Radiant's
Not enough
bottom
time
tower is
though.
under attack.
Actually, Weaver popping from Spectre's dispersion.
But it was
Once
later.
you hit Spectre, it always is going to reflect the damage.
But he doesn't get the XP for the kill. He's not going to enjoy that though. X, 4-star Razor Rocket!
What a play!
Yes, Dandy, 4-star for the win. Ehome, they're showing us something magical.
And meanwhile, the bot tier 1 tower being pressured though. X is going to have the TP there, which he does now.
But that's the power of X. Recharge, TP down, get your mana back up again, pop Master Machines, just TP back to base, do it all over again. And with all these kills, he's got 1,400 gold too. If he wants to, nulls. If he wants to go even further, cheap. Whoa, seriously?
Yep.
Are you oh, whoa. That's just nuts.
Going through the roof. Oh, those Spectre completed the Radiance. Currently looking like Ehome, they're out farming them. But this is what you normally would expect of a Chinese team, but obviously farm is not everything. We've already seen it so many times. EP in towards middle lane, PLT. He's actually got 3,400 gold on him too now, so getting a lot closer towards that Radiance after that mid engage. Yeah. The relic it was really bad that Fissure popped both Spectre as well as Weaver. Two-edged sword in this case.
Double edge. Where's Centaur when you need him? Not in the game
Not
yet.
in the game.
Not in the game yet. Give it time. Falco's working on this one if you want to sign up for the Dota 2 beta.
I do not think that Centaur is going to be very difficult to port. I mean, he's not really the micro-intensive hero.
He's just a beefy Centaur.
Yep.
That's what he does, man. That's what he does. What
Even
he
having a
is.
passive ultimate.
Not much to do while back at the top lane. X will push the tier 1 tower down.
Dire's top tower
Xbox
is
is up
under
here. He's
attack.
actually got 2,100 gold now on him.
Yeah, maybe going to complete that Yasha, or maybe going to use away. There are many options at the moment.
The X has the charge, so double Marshall Machines will completely destroy the street wave. Xbox wants to come, and he actually got one from the end. He'll actually defend this lane up. Oh, A2-0! He's found Puppy! He's found the ball! They found the shackle shot! They found the rocket! They found the Navi! Xbox has hauled it in! He wants to go for CM! Now they go for A2-0! Ravage pops! Shaker's already dead. CM's trying to fall back. Weaver's actually killing people up from the back end. He's got a TD rune! No wonder he's wiping the team! Then he's gonna die! Rocket pop in! Might have will be the next target, while still Spectra hunting the Radiant. ELT will be hunting Light of Heaven. He has his own TD rune right now. Spectra is actually still killing in the middle lane. PLT really is Light of Heaven. He gets the 2 triple kill from PLT.
And they're gonna go
Styles,
outside
it's gonna be a
for
quad! It's gonna be a quad! Will it? He's got a Weaver on him! I'm not just talking to...
Four-star laser.
Give it to PLT, and he does! It's a
Radiant's
quad!
middle tower is under attack.
Xbox the only one to survive for Navi. Weaver and Tinker being the two big ones to actually survive for Ehome. And they are the two big heroes for Ehome as well.
Weaver as well as Tinker are the only ones who survived this onslaught. Wolves as well as PLT getting the kills. Hey, look at PLT. He's got Power Tread, a Sacred Relic, a Lincoln Sphere. Very easy. Nothing else.
So raw, man. So raw. But
Raw power.
so expensively raw. It's like that's simple but expensive.
That is true indeed. Windrunner really also having not so bad farm there. 3x7 really. He had a very hard time on lane, but already having ultimate over as well. Earthshaker is not going to look for that dagger. He's got Vanguard with a double Tracer.
Radiance is done. Radiance is done.
Yeah, so PLT now he can finally send 32 to Spectre. But I'm pretty sure that Rovos has got something against. He's pushed a Reaver up. They're going to look for that hard to come out of Sector.
Well, it was hard to kill as it was. During that last fight, we didn't actually see Xbox dying at all. And now CM possibly going to get caught out by Puppy, but good Frost. Support is only a Windrunner away.
As well as one fissure away, and looked like the Navi they want to push in.
There's still a tier 1 tower up there. Tinker TV towards our top. Actually, fake TP now they realize what's going on in the mid.
TP in the mid and then harass them a little bit.
Walking straight past the walls of each of the teams. Oh no, they're not. No, they're doing it again. Rocket pops and it actually on Light of Heaven as he enters the Rosh pit. Navi is massively telegraphed what they're going to do.
Actually, they're smoking. This is a bait. This is a bait.
Ehome, they still want to push out the mid.
And now they're gonna go. Probably
Spectre is still on the top lane. He has the horn. Weaver wave goes. I need to double check it.
Power shot spots it.
Now they're gonna go in. Will they get the shackle? They need the shackle. Only gets Light of Heaven for a very, very short time. Fissure as well. Light of Heaven's almost dead. Light of Heaven is actually not dead yet. Black Hole and Ravage. They trade up the two. A2O pop. Black Hole still actually coming. Is it going to get the kill? 3x7 still alive. We've lost Beastmaster, but there's actually 3 going down for Ehome. Tinker buys back in the game. He wants to get back. 3x7 on the run. There's the Gush, as well as the Radiance Burn. PLT still alive during this, but he is currently on the run. The Shuki comes off cooldown. He's got time to get away.
Then he's going to TP back there. And Spectre having 2,000 gold. Once again, he's got enough gold to complete it up, and they're going to go to Roshan.
Oh, will they though? Will they? That's going to be the big question. Double march of the machines. Is actually hanging outside. They need to pop the rocket. They need to pop something.
Roshan
Now
has fallen to the
PLT,
dark.
he is there. The
Too
Weaver
late,
wave is
too
there.
late.
Yeah, they needed to initiate a lot of time before that. March Machines was just too short for him.
And Force is still chasing it.
And he has the Aegis, the Immortal 2. X needs to get himself back out of there.
TP going to support, going to come in. PLT getting a double rune. But currently Navi, they're having the advantage now.
Yeah.
With hard going to be completed up on Spectre, as well as an Aegis and
Radiant's
Spectre
bottom
unkillable
tower
at the
is
moment.
under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Let's check out our farm and see how everyone's been going. Weaver.
Radiant's
He has
bottom
top 200,
tower
but
has been
Spectre's got
destroyed.
11 kills. 11 kills and 214.
Yeah, currently Navi, they're looking stronger than Ehome in this game. They really do. Because they can't take out Spectre at the moment. They have to let Spectre DPS. And this is huge.
The graph is heading back down again, but they're still only the 1,000. Oh, dagger. Xbox though, only doing it as a little bit of aggression there. Probably a little bit too much. Navi were actually hoping for a kill then. While A2O waits for a friend. He's got one. He's going to get a second one as well. Rockets pop. Styles got to be careful. Power shot actually missing and hits the creep wave.
And also missing the fissure at the moment.
PLT wants it though. The Shuki is here. The Radiance Burn as well.
But nothing else. Outside just popping out his urn.
Again with the rockets. The good thing that the Tidehunter is so tanky. He's taken 3 of them so far.
As well as the Beastmaster, they are all very tanky at the moment. Axis Tinker not having the desired effect. And Wolf's just pushing on the top lane by
Dire's
himself
middle
because they
tower is
can.
under attack.
Force starving towards the Spectra. Wants to be aggressive.
Basically intimidating him a little bit.
In the meantime, everyone just goes back to the lanes. They want to still get the items up. Both teams don't really have the confidence to take each other out just yet.
Currently, in terms of team fight, the Navi are looking really strong. I mean, Ty Hunter, Enigma as well as Chen, all team fight. And not to mention Spectre. So it will be difficult for Ehome. It will be very difficult for Ehome.
Speaking of Spectra, he's just showing himself smack bang in the middle of the middle lane.
I mean, just look at the gold dipping once again. The advantages and Ehome are losing.
Now Xbox comes in, he'll get lasered as well as rocketed, but look how much light he's got. Good ES Fissure, but not quite.
Dire's
Shackle
top
shot hit
tower
on
has
Xbox.
fallen.
On a big lot, rockets again, pop off, power shot. So much life on Spectra, 2.8k gold, 37
Enigma's got his dagger.
This is going to be a hell of a fight once Spectra jumps in.
Do you see how they want to do this? Because PLC is currently still pushing up the top lane, and they think of going on him.
PLC with a vitality boost too, so he's up to 1800 HP points.
Finally, but look at Spectre, 3k.
Ty Hunter with a Vanguard even, he's managed to buy that up. Down that bottom lane. Tinker having some fun, but Light of Heaven, he wants to go, the Roar will come. Xbox now, he's going to actually haunt himself in, do the damage. X can't get out, four-stars himself into the trees. He wants to BT out, but he can't. Spectral.
Very important kill there, very important kill of course on X's
They're going to
Tinker.
look for a little bit of revenge. Style, shackle shotted, power shotted up too.
He's too tanky.
Yeah,
he can't kill us fast.
Sendi's also here with the Blink the Black Hole.
Currently Navi, they have control of this game. Ehome are definitely on the back foot. Was pushing out
Dire's
bot
top
lane
tower
while
is
the
under
rest is
attack.
pushing out mid.
Radiant's bottom
And
tower
the
is under
tier 2
attack.
tower should fall. Nobody can actually, there's no Tinker.
Sandy Force actually TP out. Light of Heaven as well as Xbox should get this
Radiant's
tower. Now the
bottom
TP
tower
Force going
is
to come
under
in,
attack.
double TP. They think they want the kill. Yes, gets the stun. DM locks in place. Light of Heaven throws the Actors. Weaver's here as well. The shackle shot holding Xbox in place. PLT needs to damage him down. Will they get the
Nothing.
kill?
No, not enough
A2O,
damage.
they're turning it around. They're actually attacking on Xbox. It's doing more damage to A2O. He's actually going to kill him. It almost does.
And test of faith.
No, it's Agate. It's the
Radiant's
Agate Immortal.
middle tower
Top
is under
side.
attack.
Fisher. Tower still attacking on Xbox. It's going straight on him. Shackle
Radiant's
shot
middle
again.
tower
Hold
has
in
fallen.
place. XTB's in. There's the lane.
shot. Hang on, I heard something. Oh boy. I could use some help. The hostages are ready to go home, sir. The hostages are waiting for you, sir. Yikes. I'm in trouble. We've got the situation under control.